Hi, it's Ra, Rishi Kavi Raghudas from Star Presence Astrology, here to give the astrological forecast for Saturday, January 4th, 2025. Well, hopefully we've all survived that very intense New Year's with the Mars-Pluto opposition being so intense and maybe even a little dangerous, so caution is still advised because we're not quite out of orb from that yet, but the aspects are generally better today. And in fact, you could say that today is the combination of imagination, creativity, and practicality. Both of those are all equally important today. Let me explain. The sun today is at 14 degrees of ambitious and organized and practical and sometimes authoritarian and tradition-loving earth sign Capricorn. We're in the brown shirt here for all of that earth of Capricorn. But the moon today is moving through the middle to late degrees of mystical, magical water sign of Pisces, whose made one of the major aspects of Pisces is the human imagination. So we're here in the blue to symbolize the sea of consciousness that Juliet, memorably portrayed by the late, great Olivia Hussey, whom I had the great good fortune to meet. She said in Romeo and Juliet, my love is as boundless as the sea. My love is deep. The more I give to thee, the more I have, for both are infinite. That's the sea of infinite consciousness that Pisces represents. Well, that can come into play today because the sun today, as I said, is at 14 degrees of practical earth sign Capricorn, but the moon moving through the mid to late degrees of Pisces gives us a little bit of that Saturnian element of Capricorn, so we can bring form to our imagination today. That begins with the moon in a hard square, a 90-degree angle to Jupiter, planet of good fortune and expansion, which is sitting at 12 degrees of Gemini. So when the moon gets to 12 of Pisces, it makes that 90-degree angle, and that can sort of accentuate and expand our emotions. That's early in the day, 5:34 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8:34 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1:34 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. And then we come to the moon in a harmonious sextile, 60-degree angle to the sun, 14 degrees of Pisces to the sun at 14 Capricorn, which is a good, harmonious aspect. So we feel good under this kind of energy. 8:32 a.m. Pacific Standard Time is when that occurs. 11:32 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4:32 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. At almost the same time, however, the moon makes a conjunction to Saturn, which is sitting at 14 degrees of Pisces. So we have that maybe feeling limited or restricted, but also just got to take care of practical things kind of energy. 8:56 a.m. Pacific Standard Time is when that occurs. 11:56 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4:56 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. I like that because that says get things done today that we've neglected over the holiday weekend. Then later in the afternoon, the sun at 14 degrees of Capricorn makes its sextile, 60-degree angle to Saturn, 14 degrees of Pisces, 2:36 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 5:36 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10:36 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. All of those are very harmonious aspects. So this is good. The energy flows well today. We just have to flow along with it. And it is a very good day to put form to our creative imagination. Finally, late in the evening, overnight tonight, the moon makes another sextile, harmonious 60-degree angle from 23 degrees of Pisces to Uranus, planet of the unexpected but also awakenings, at 23 of Taurus. That is overnight tonight, just about midnight Pacific Standard Time, 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 8 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. And what that means is our minds keep going, and so if you're in the middle of a creative flow, don't stop. I'm Ra, Rishi Kavi Raghudas from Star Presence Astrology. Now, if you would like to have a personal reading with me, then book it on my website, starpresence.net. We'll see what 2025 has in store for you. Remember, from the very moment that you're born, you've got star presence. Enjoy this day, no matter what.